Hey YouTube, Christo here. Another review for you. I've had a lot of problems with this one. I've already shot my review for it, but I had a lot of problems trying to upload it onto YouTube. I tried everything I could think of to get it to work and nothing would take. I was really happy with my first review, so hopefully I can match it. I really hope I can, because this bottle does deserve a very good review. I'm looking at Aqua Fahrenheit by Dior today, and I really wanted to do this because there's quite a lot of buzz about it right now. It's pretty new, and you know, it's still pretty hard to find in a lot of parts of the world, and a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people want to get their hands on it, so I thought I'd help people out that are trying to decide if they want to blind buy or not. Not just that, I really like it as well, so I think it definitely deserves a review. So this is created in 2011. Like I said, it's pretty new. The perfume is François Dimanchy, who does a lot of work with Dior. He's done a lot of really great stuff for them. He did Dior Homme Sport and the original Intense, as well as the reformulated Intense and the reformulated Dior Homme. He also did the Fahrenheit 32 and Fahrenheit Absolute flankers, amongst many others, women's as well. He's done a lot of great stuff with Dior. Listing for this one, listed as woody floral musk, just like the original Fahrenheit. This one, I don't know, I think I would say this would fit better as a citrus aromatic. If you listen to the notes, you'll be able to tell why I think that. In the top, we've got grapefruit and mandarin orange. In the mid, there's violet, basil, and mint. And then in the base, there's vetiver and leather. Now, to my nose, the most predominant note is without a doubt the grapefruit. It's really, really prominent, especially in the opening. It's very, very strong, very bitter, very yellow grapefruit. Very natural smelling though, it's very nice. Other than that, I definitely get the mint, the basil, and I do get a bit of violet, not as much as the original Fahrenheit, but it is definitely there. There is also a bit of leather and a bit of vetiver, which is nice because you pretty much can tell everything's there. And I do like that when you can kind of pick everything up. Now, bottle sizes. As far as I can tell, there's two sizes, 75 ml and the larger 125 ml. This is a 125 ml. Something kind of cool about this, it is a spray. It's got an atomizer, and as well, it also has a splash version, so you can use it as a spray or a splash. I don't use the spray too much, to be honest, but it is kind of nice if you prefer to be, you know, a little lighter on the trigger. Prices. Well, it's Dior, it's new. Prices are, yeah, they're pretty high for now. And I honestly don't see them going down too much, to be honest, because as far as I know, this is a limited release. Most of the Fahrenheit flankers have been limited, other than Fahrenheit 32, but this could be a limited release. So prices are about 65 maybe to 80 for a 75 ml bottle, and you're looking anywhere from 75 to 100 plus for a large 125 bottle. Like I said, it's still new. It's Dior prices are a bit higher. Now, you guys know what I'm going to do here. I've got the dry down on this side, and I'm going to give you a spray and analyze on the other. So, in the opening, very acidic, very, very acidic smell. Very sour smelling as well, bitter, sour, yellow grapefruit to it. Very good though, it's very natural smelling. It's not synthetic in the least. Okay, you can already kind of tell that the mid starting to come in, the basil and the mint kind of coming in a bit lightly. And kind of from there, everything kind of starts to work. And then on this side in the dry down, yeah, you can definitely tell there's mint, you can definitely tell there's basil, you can even pick up the leather and the violet and the vetiver. It's really nice because, yeah, like I said before, you can kind of pick up everything. It's really well made. It's got very good transition from the opening to the base, which is something that's really nice. And that's why you paid, you know, that's why Dior is expensive. That's why you pay Dior prices for this stuff. Now, this one, what does it make me think of? This makes me think of a jar of gasoline with a big, huge yellow grapefruit just squeezed right into it. And I say gasoline because the original Fahrenheit, if you're familiar with that, you know a lot of people say it smells like some kind of petroleum, some kind of petrol product. A lot of people claim they don't pick that up. A lot of people do. I personally do get a really strong gasoline feeling from the original Fahrenheit, and this one definitely gives me the same kind of vibe, but with that, you know, bitter, sour grapefruit in it. I personally do see a similarity between Dior Homme Sport. I have read other people compare the two together, and I do agree with them completely. That said, it is very different from both Dior Homme Sport and the original Fahrenheit. It is, you know, I don't want to say it's exactly like the two of them combined, because it's not, it's still different. And also, this does not at all make me think of an aquatic. This does not, in my opinion, have anything to do with like a normal aqua scent, which in my opinion is good. But you'll see why right now. Longevity for this, excellent. This stuff lasts for a long, long time. For an aqua flanker, this stuff is amazing. I get 8 to 10 hours out of this very easily. It lasts all day. If you're in maybe a drier climate, you might even get longer longevity out of this. But for me, I get at least 8 to 10 hours, so it's well above average. Projection, again, excellent. It's really strong. You get a really strong scent cloud out of this for 4 to 6 hours. And 4 to 6 hours is more than I get for longevity for a lot of men's EDTs. This stuff projects really strongly. I was sitting here yesterday at my computer writing the review for this, and my scent of the day yesterday was Dior Aqua, and I love that stuff, so I just sprayed it all over. It's not too strong, so I do go heavy on it. And I had one spray of this on my one hand for my dry down, and that's all I could smell. Even with my hand sitting at the keyboard, I could smell the aqua just wafting off of my one hand. That's how well this projects. Season for this one, I think this is great because I think you could easily wear this in all 4 seasons. It has the strength and the power to work in the fall and the winter, but it's got the mint and the basil in it that I think is refreshing enough to wear in the spring or summer. Personally, I think this would be best for spring when it's a little bit cooler. Just because I think if you live in, you know, the weather that's much drier than where I am, scents tend to last longer and project stronger. So I think this might be a bit much for some people in drier, more arid conditions, but I think this would be great for spring personally. Occasion, this is a hard one for me. I think this is pretty versatile. I think you could pretty much wear this anywhere, anytime. Maybe not a black tie event, but I think this would be great for casual, smart casual, like jeans and a polo shirt. I think this would be great for semi-formal. I think it would be good for a date, movies, going to the mall, going to the supermarket, sitting around the house. I think this has got great versatility. Some people might disagree with me. Kind of like the original Fahrenheit, a lot of people said it's not versatile at all. A lot of people say it has great versatility. It just depends on your character, I guess. Now, age for this one, I think kind of similar to Fahrenheit. If you're daring enough to wear it, you can wear it. It doesn't matter what your age is. I can't see a lot of guys under like 25 wearing this, maybe other than Joe, of course, but I think I'm gonna say 25 to 40 plus. I could easily see a guy in his 40s or 50s wearing this stuff and liking it. I think someone 25 who's into nicer stuff, who's into something more interesting for summer, I think you might be into this as well. So I'm going to say 25 to 40 plus. Good. What's good about this? Well, it lasts forever. It projects like crazy for an Aqua. It's very well made. It is definitely Dior quality. The only thing I can possibly compare this to is the original Fahrenheit and Dior Homme Sport. Okay, so it's pretty original. And if you smell both of those separately, you know how completely far apart they are. So I think this is pretty original stuff. I think it's going to appeal to young people and older people, so I think there's a pretty wide age gap on this. I think, you know, younger guys, older guys are going to like this. And as well, if you want to splash out and get something by Dior, I think this is a good buy because you do get the 125 ml bottle for the same price as you get a 100 ml bottle of, you know, the original Fahrenheit or Dior Homme Sport or Dior Homme, for example. So you basically get an extra 25 ml for free, which, you know, if you don't have many bottles or, you know, you're on a budget, it's pretty good value. Bad, well, there's not much I can slate this for, but I think if you don't like the original Fahrenheit, you might not like this. If you don't like Dior Homme Sport, you might not like this, but I still think you could because it is quite different from the two of them. If you don't like citrus or grapefruit though, that's the one thing I think you might not like this. It is really strong on the grapefruit, especially in the opening. Another bad thing, and you know, it's nothing Dior can help, it's still hard to come by in a lot of parts of the world. A lot of people are really desperately trying to get a hold of this stuff. You know, and you might not be able to because I think it is limited release. Recommended. I'm going to recommend this easily for anyone that likes the Dior house. Like myself, I love Dior, so this was a no-brainer for me to buy. Anyone that likes Fahrenheit and Dior Homme Sport, you really, really need to try this. Anyone that wants something strong with great projection and longevity for the summer, that's fresh, gotta try this. Very, very highly recommended. Aqua Fahrenheit by Dior. I want to know what you guys think of this stuff. If you guys have tried it, there's still a lot of people that really want to get their hands on this, so, you know, share your knowledge with us. Do you agree with me? Is this stuff as amazing as I think, or do you guys have a different opinion? Let us know, guys. So there you go, there's my review of Aqua Fahrenheit by Dior. I hope you like it, and I'm going to have loads of more videos to come in the near future. So take care, guys, we'll see you again soon.